What's up, everyone? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and my hype is currently in overdrive. Now, it might not sound like it because I'm sick, but I I don't even know where to start at this point. So, Square Enix released what they call a hype trailer, an E3 hype trailer for 2015, and it just completely blew my hype into overdrive. Now, there's two specific reasons for that. I'll get into it now in a minute. I will have a link in the description below to this trailer. I obviously don't like to put it in because of people under copyright strikes and copyright issues, but I will have it down there, so I recommend checking it out. Possibly pause this video and then go check it out and then watch the rest of this because it might spoil it a little bit for you. So continue on at your own risk. But anyway, the hype trailer, it goes over... It's basically teasing a bunch of shit that they have coming out during E3, or that they're going to talk about during E3. Now, what really got, like, my hype for E3 was fairly average at the moment, because in my mind Bethesda have already won E3 with the Fallout 4 announcement that happened like a week ago, because that was the main one thing I wanted from E3 this year. So after that, my hype levels were just average. Now, the reason that this specific hype trailer, it's just, they don't show anything off. It's literally just text flying around a weird background with some music playing. Now, the thing that got me is the remixed version of the music they're playing is Frog's theme from Chrono Trigger. Now, fair enough, they could be doing it just to build up hype to get people to watch it and then let people down, like the whole thing of day one sales. Hype up a game, it sells 6 million on day one, and then everyone realizes it's shit and it never sells another copy. I'm not saying Chrono Trigger was like that or anything, but Jesus Christ, I could just imagine. Oh, I don't know. I don't even want to imagine. It's scary. The fact that they use that specific music, it could just be to entice people. It's like, well, we could be doing this, we could be announcing this, but at the same time, it could be kind of a hint or a nod or a teaser to what they might be doing, because when all the text was flying around on the screen and it was listing out all the games that they were showing, it actually only showed, I think it was maybe 3 or 4, and they listed off like maybe 6 more that were censored, so you couldn't actually see the text and it was beeped out. So who knows, that could be one of these. And one other part as well that I wanted to mention, that it could also be a kind of a nod in the Chrono Trigger direction. One of the text parts on the screen at one point, it says the perk to turn back time, which screams Chrono Trigger to me. Now, someone else has pointed out that that was also an ability in, or something to do with Life is Strange, which they did mention in the trailer as well. So I'm not sure how that works, but I like to think of it in my mind, coupled with the remix of Frog's theme and that comment that it could potentially be Chrono Trigger. Now, that would just blow my mind, and that would possibly make Square Enix win E3. I don't know, it's just that crazy. But I mean, Square Enix have a lot of IPs in their portfolio. They've got stuff that we know have a sequel in the works. We have games that are still current and still ongoing franchises that just haven't had a release in maybe 2 or 3 years. So they could be announcing a new title. Like, for example, we all know there's a new Hitman title in production. I think they've talked about it. We know Tomb Raider is going to be out this year. There could be a new Legacy of Kain game, for all we know. We already know about, well, for the most part, about Dragon Quest, because there's that hack and slash one. There could be a new main Dragon Quest, or they could be putting, what's it called? They could be putting Dragon Quest X, the MMO, finally outside of Japan. Personally, I don't see that one happening. The installer base is pretty low. We already know there's a new Deus Ex game. We already know there's a new Kingdom Hearts game. Final Fantasy 15 is still underway. It could be a new game in the Thief series, which, despite the first one flopping and being critically panned, who knows? Maybe they get doing better with it anyway. But I'm starting to lose my train of thought, because I'm thinking of Chrono Trigger over and over and over, and the music is playing in my head, and the non-remixed version of the music is playing in my head, and it just really, really wants to make me believe that they could do it. Now, of course, there's always the issue that it could be shit, but I like to. Usually I'm a cynical fucker, but in this case, I'd like to err on the side of caution and just say that Square Enix could possibly make a good sequel to Chrono Trigger, not including Chrono Cross, by the way. I meant, in a Chrono Trigger series sequel, if you will. So, I mean, I do have Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross upstairs, but that's not the point. It's just, I hear Frog's Team and I think Chrono Trigger, so I'm sure most of you do too. And when you think sequel, you think Frog's Team, sequel, Chrono Trigger. So, like I said, I do know of Chrono Cross and all that, so that's not the issue. But I don't know. It's finally got me hyped for something. I mean, I looked at all the other press conferences and what they were officially talking about and what they had listed, and nothing really jumped out at me. It was like, okay, I'll look at that. It's just average, because the one thing I want, I know I said it earlier in the video, but the one thing I did really, really, really want from E3 happened before E3. So I was, that was my psych level. Just, it went up and now then it dropped back down. But now this is just hyped up again. I hope Square Enix don't let me down, because it would, right in the feels. That's all I can say. Anyway, before this video goes on too long, which it already has, let me know in the comment section what you think it means, what potential Square Enix titles you're looking forward to, and what you think a possible Chrono series sequel in this day and age would be, because I just hope they don't make it like Final Fantasy 13-2, because that would make everyone a sad panda, or a sad frog in this case. So let me know all that in the comment section below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter. Details in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the rest of the videos in my channel.